All right, welcome back everyone for another deep dive.
Glad to be back.
We got a really fascinating topic to dig into today.
Looking forward to it.
So we've been seeing a lot of chatter, buzz online around XRP lately.
Yeah, for sure.
Particularly about some of the, I guess we'll say, the big players, the whales.
The whales, right?
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
whales are making some big splashes.
Big moves, making waves.
And you've been deep in the data, really looking into all of this.
Absolutely. Been following this trend closely.
And we got like a specific thing we want to really unpack.
Yeah, let's dive in.
All right. So 288 million XRP.
Whoa.
That's not chump change.
No, that's a serious chunk of change.
Someone bought 288 million XRP.
In one go.
Yeah.
That's not your average Joe, just playing around on the market.
Right. This is not like a, someone just, I'm going to throw a couple $100 at XRP and see what happens.
Right. This is a strategic move.
This is I believe in this thing.
Exactly. And that gets people excited.
Yeah, it does. I mean, what does that signal to you when you see that kind of volume, that kind of whale activity?
Well, I mean, historically, when we've seen these kinds of massive purchases, it often precedes some pretty significant price movements.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, you got to think these whales, they have a lot of influence.
Yeah.
So when they make a move like this, it can kind of create a ripple effect.
Okay, so are they just like trying to pump the price so they can dump it, or are they actually?
Well, there's always that risk, right? I mean, market manipulation is a real thing.
Right.
But you also have to consider, maybe they genuinely believe in the long-term potential of XRP.
Okay.
I mean, they're putting their money where their mouth is, so to speak.
So it's hard to know their exact motivation.
Exactly. It's hard to say for sure.
But it's definitely something to pay attention to.
Absolutely. I mean, whether it's manipulation or genuine belief, it's having an impact on the market.
Well, and speaking of impact, right after this purchase, we saw this huge price surge.
Oh, yeah.
Like 18%.
In just a couple of days.
In 48 hours. It went from like $2.22 to $2.60.
Wild, isn't it? I mean, XRP is known for being volatile.
Oh, yeah.
But this was a pretty dramatic jump.
Yeah. I mean, is that just normal XRP being XRP, or is this, are we seeing the whale effect in action here?
It's tough to say for sure, but I'd say it's likely a combination of factors.
Yeah.
The whale purchase definitely created some hype, some FOMO, fear of missing out.
Right.
But there's also some really interesting developments happening on the XRPL network itself.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we've been hearing about these layer 2 solutions, which I got to be honest, sounds a little bit techy.
Yeah, it can be a bit jargony.
Yeah.
But it's actually a pretty simple concept.
Right.
Think of it like this, imagine a highway, right? And there's a lot of traffic.
Right.
Layer 2 solutions are like adding express lanes to that highway.
Okay.
So it allows transactions to move faster, more efficiently.
So the XRPL is the highway,
Mm-hmm.
and these layer 2 solutions are the express lanes.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. I can picture that. So what are some examples of these express lanes?
So there's a few really exciting projects happening. One is called the Root Network,
Okay.
which is enabling the creation of NFTs on the XRPL,
Okay.
which is huge.
Yeah, NFTs are big.
Huge. Opens up a whole new world for creators and collectors.
Right.
Then you have the XRPL Ethereum Virtual Machine.
Okay, what did that do?
So this essentially allows developers to run Ethereum applications on the XRPL,
Oh, wow.
which is huge for interoperability.
Okay.
And then there's XRPL Hooks,
Hmm.
which are basically like smart contracts, but even more flexible and efficient.
Interesting.
So all of these solutions, they're really improving the scalability and interoperability of the XRPL.
Okay. I think I understand the scalability part, more transactions, more cars on the highway.
Right.
But interoperability, what exactly does that mean in this context?
So interoperability, it's like building bridges between different highways. So different blockchain networks can communicate with each other seamlessly.
All right. So why is that a big deal? Like, why should we care about all this?
Well, it all boils down to making XRP a more attractive platform for decentralized finance or DeFi.
Okay, so this is bigger than just, making transactions faster.
Oh, yeah.
This is about like the future of finance.
Absolutely.
Okay. So for those of us who aren't, crypto whizzes, what exactly is DeFi?
So a DeFi is basically a financial system that's built on blockchain technology. So it cuts out the middleman, like banks and other traditional financial institutions.
Oh, interesting.
So you could, for example, get a loan directly from another person using a secure and transparent platform.
Okay.
It's all about giving people more control over their finances.
Okay. I'm starting to get the picture.
Yeah, and these layer 2 solutions on the XRPL they're paving the way for some really exciting new DeFi applications to be built on top of XRP.
Okay, so everything sounds like really positive.
Yeah, there's a lot of positive momentum.
But here's the thing. I'm looking at the numbers and the trading volume for XRP has actually decreased recently.
Yeah.
So shouldn't it be going up with all this, all this good news?
Well, it's an interesting observation, and it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Okay.
Trading volume, it basically tells us how much XRP is changing hands.
Okay.
So a decrease could mean that there's less short-term speculation happening,
Okay.
which could actually be a good thing for long-term stability. Maybe the market is just taking a breather after that big price jump.
So we've got whales making waves,
Yeah.
positive developments on the network, a market that's maybe taking a pause.
Right.
But I mean, crypto is notoriously unpredictable, right?
Absolutely.
So how do we make sense of all this?
Well, I think it's important to remember that this is just a snapshot in time.
Okay.
Crypto markets are volatile.
Yeah.
There are always risks involved.
Right.
Regulatory uncertainty, things like that.
Okay.
So while these are all, very positive signals for XRP, I think caution is always warranted.
All right. So it sounds like the big takeaway here is we've got a lot of activity suggesting confidence in XRP.
Yeah.
But it's still early days.
Right.
Network developments are making it a more attractive platform, especially for DeFi.
Absolutely.
But the question is, if these layer 2 solutions continue to attract these DeFi applications, what kinds of specific applications could we see built on the XRPL?
That's the big question.
Yeah, and what kind of impact could that have on XRP's value down the line?
Something to keep an eye on.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. Thanks for breaking all this down.
Glad to be here.
And thanks everyone for joining us on another deep dive. We'll see you next time.